addition to code enforcement and permits up to our eyeballs almost in working with this, but it is, we are paying attention to it, and it is important, and it's just, from my perspective, it's painfully slow. Not that it doesn't happen, but anyway, we're putting as much
It
pressure
is
as
slow,
possible.
but when you start looking at outer areas and other cities that are getting funded, and it's discouraging to the city.
Understood, but the thing we don't know is when did they start?
Right.
Did they start 4 years ago and they just got, I mean, so your point's well taken, and it is, it's out there, we need to be aggressive in getting it.
Right.
But I've sat through those, and I can tell you, I don't know if aggressive is the right way, but we're focused on it.
Yeah.
A lot
And-
of times too, we need to get more involved with our state reps, our state,
Exactly.
up there.
Mhm.
Because you know what, regardless if they're Democrats or Republicans, we have to all work together
Mhm.
because they're still there to represent our
Mhm.
region.
Right.
No matter what, if it's Republican or Democrat, we gotta work together to
I
get
reached
that.
out to Tracy King, we've had some disappointment with the Texas Water Development Board, and Tracy King, our local representative, is on that board, and I've reached out to him recently about that, and I really do wanna sit down with him and find out what's going on, because it's like, you get it, and then it's not there, and so, I don't understand how it can be there and it cannot be there, so, to your point, I know he's been responsive, he at least answered my phone calls and responds to me, so I do really want to try to sit down with him if he'll allow me to do that and kind of talk about what's going on, big picture of both Texas Water Development Board and Texas General Land Office of Texas. General Land Office of Texas are two areas where we're looking for those kind of assistance, and Texas Water Development Board is that 70% forgiveness, which was really attractive.
Yeah.
It's still out there on the sewer side, we're disappointed on the water side, but it's still out there. But because we've been disappointed by them, they're almost like saying, you get it, and then they're saying, no, you can't. So until we see it in writing, then we can celebrate, but anyway, your point's well taken, and it is, we need to continue to do pressure, but I'm telling you, we are putting pressure on them. I've been in the office when they're talking to these folks, and we're.
And Ms. Moran, yes, I understand Ms. Moran is a busy lady. As we enforce our ordinances, we knew that this was gonna come, that people were gonna actually be now coming in, and it's gonna make movement, and it's gonna be more pressure within our city staff. But again, thank everybody for your hard work, which I think is gonna get even better.
Yeah.
And on it, so again, it's, like Ms. Hernandez said, it's our part to get in touch and advocate for us, so I hope that we also talk within our budget about these trips that we're gonna be looking to DC and stuff, because ultimately, we might have to get to their face before they get to ours. I mean, they do work for us, as well, so,
It does happen, but that's just, you don't know how long they've been working, so, anyway, but thank you, any other comments
What
regarding
happened
that?
to that meeting that was supposed to be set up or whatever to bring that?
it's in the.
Oh, okay. I was just wanting an update.
What meeting?
The one when we went to Washington, we
Oh.
were to get together and have that, meeting with, Tony's office and stuff.
Okay, now we're on new business, these are action items, 7A, discuss and consider approval of fireworks display for the City of Pearsall 4th of July event. This is an action item, I'm gonna call for a motion.
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Trevino, second by Councilwoman Art Garza. City Manager, you have the floor.
Yeah, this won't take long at all. I hope everybody knows what's happening. I guess we're having the event, we're doing the event again at the pool this year. And so we again, well, first and foremost, thank the staff, because really, believe it or not, it does require it. I don't like to do this planning stuff, but I will do it, and we will do it, and it is over a month's time. It is hard to make these plans.
Where are you on the budget?
It is what the mayor said. It is, we'll find it. So we found something. So anyway, it is in the general fund, we're gonna pull it from, but it is, we're trying to work within our means, but it is, again, the pool, we'll have prizes, we'll have the food trucks, I think we had some food trucks commit. We're gonna have, I think we wanna be careful, because I think the pool's limited to 200 people. So whoever show up early, if you wanna show up, cause I know that we had this last event and there was a lot of people that I was surprised. I was there on Friday and there was a lot of kids. So get there early if you wanna, we'll be in and out, we'll probably be trying to, last year, we didn't pay much attention, but I understand there was people out in the parking lot just there for the fireworks. And so what we'll do this year is try to cater a little bit to them and take them some things, if they can't get into the pool area, you know, get them some, I think we got some, what'd you buy, the wristbands, or
Yeah.
what'd you buy, the little glow sticks and things for the kids. So we have some things that we're gonna give, and we'll give out prizes to people that are in the pool area. And, so that's pretty much the extent fireworks
They
at
can
9
bring
o'clock.
chairs and blankets as well to enjoy the
9
fireworks
o'clock,
show if they
so-
can't get into the pool.
Fred, I have a question. When you say turning capacity, it's just that something was brought to my attention. Is there enough lifeguards? Because I was understanding that there was not enough lifeguards to cover that amount of people. And I know that for a fact. It's not, I'm not talking.
Friday with the lifeguards that were there was 200, that's why there's a capacity of 200, is because of the number of lifeguards. So you have the number of lifeguards to determine how many people you will put in the pool. So I think we have told us, I think it's still gonna stay at 200, I don't know, I haven't gotten an update, but it's 200 people. So that's what we'll work with. And, we hit a good number last year, I wanna say it's over 200. Yeah, we'll do the same here and this year. That's about the extent that the council shows up, we'll have some,
Oh, yeah.
We did certify we went out.
I do have a couple of questions.
yes.
How many food trucks did we get lined up? Because I know I went out first and
Thank
sold
you.
some food truck people and
Yes.
about 8 people. So how many did we get lined up?
Thank you for that too, by the way. We had a total of 3 that are confirmed, in my understanding.
They had
3.
confirmed and then some had to pull out and some ended up traveling, so it's hard to do it last minute with the food trucks and have their commitment. But next year, hopefully, if we get word that we are planning ahead of time, we can do booths and have more people come as vendors and sell and all that stuff. But
Yeah.
I was a little concerned because the people that I did talk to from this area said nobody had contacted them about this event at all. So
We need to be proactive.
So, I mean,
Again.
that's how I got them, and then with the help of Crystal, you know, we were able to get at least 2 or 3 people, so thank you
Yep.
for all that, thank you guys for.
Again, part of the proactivity meeting, when you have a month to plan, is kind of a little hard to
Yeah,
be
we need to be
proactive.
proactive and be on top of things. That's why I told you, we can't rely on another organization, we have to do it ourselves.
I get
That's
it.
what I mean.
I get it, yes ma'am. So,
I am really fired up and excited that next year, I'm sure the chamber will be doing that.
Heck, yeah.
Very much so.
I'm
Very
praying
much so.
right now.
Yeah.
I don't know, put a lot of that.
You've heard from the chamber. Yeah,
That way
yeah,
it's
yeah.
easier.
Blows my mind how details is just.
Yeah, but anyway, we need to acknowledge city, thank you for stepping up and making that happen, because it is big, all you guys did a great job. So anyway, we've got a motion and a second, council, is there any other questions? Again, we are supported by the hospital, the school, and the county as well. May I have a vote? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Item 6B, discuss and consider ordinance number 20240701, granting to West Texas Utility LLC, a corporation with a principal office in the city of Midland, Midland County, Texas, the franchise and rights to conduct in said city the business of acquiring, maintaining, installing and operating a gas plant and equipment for the transmission and distribution of natural gas to the city of Pearsall and the inhabitants thereof for light, heat, power, and other purposes, and the right to use the streets, alleys, and other public ways in said city for said purposes, prescribing the conditions, limitations, and restrictions under which said privileges may be exercised, provided for the adequate compensation to be paid to the city annually, and prescribe the terms of said franchise and rights to be 10 years. Council, this is an action item.
Motion.
I got a motion by Councilwoman R. Garza, I got a second by Councilwoman A. Garza. City Manager, you have the floor.
Mayor and council, is the city attorney on?
Yes.
Yes, I am.
Okay, great.
Hello, Bobby.
The city attorney has helped with this, at least making some changes to this with, what it is again, it's an ordinance. And what this does is allow West Texas Gas to franchise or be able to come into the city limits to extend gas lines, that we don't wanna extend. or that we don't wanna fund. Part of the reason we're doing this one right now is simply they own the gas or the transmission line that comes to the city. Our gate, when we start, our services start, is right, where you have, what was it, the sports complex here,
Cemetery.
the cemetery, and they need to provide gas to the refuel. Though the refuel has asked us for gas services, so that's the reason we're doing this franchise agreement that they require from us to do business in the city limits. So again, it's in any future lines that we may not wanna do or not wanna fund, they could potentially extend gas lines for in the city limits. So that's what this franchise is.
And this is just specifically for refuel?
Keep in mind that this particular situation is refuel, but the ordinance allows them to extend gas lines anywhere in the city that we don't wanna extend to, or we don't wanna fund.
And it doesn't preclude us from selling the system later?
Bobby, are you hearing, the mayor's asking some questions, can you help out?
Yes, and in this particular case, all we're doing, as Fred indicated, is that for specific service addresses that the city chooses not to serve, this ordinance only applies to those because for each service connection, they have to obtain first the written approval from the city. So even if it did apply, and I don't believe that it does, it only applies in this particular case to one person, maybe two, which isn't feasible. So it doesn't affect our ability to sell, but it saves the city the money from having to connect people who want natural gas. The city doesn't think it's feasible to service.
Yeah. So it's very limited, you guys heard that, we've got a motion and a second, it does,
Well,
we're,
sorry.
one moment, we're gonna be talking about our gas system as we move through this budget, and so it's a discussion item we need to talk about in depth, total revenues versus total expenses, and this is just a minor part of that. Councilwoman, you got a question?
I was just saying, you know, that didn't answer my question at all. I had asked earlier what we were gonna do, or do we have any plans? Just want to know if we have any plans for the gas system.
I have plans.
That seems to be making,
Uh,
or losing us money rather than making us money.
Yes,
so-
it has been doing that for a long
A long time.
Yeah,
a long time.
so, I
And
mean.
we approached this last year, Council, we approached this last year and there was a decision not to go through with it. But there are many, multiple buyers that will look at buying our gas system. Divine just recently sold,
We've done so years back, and we have Live fixing to move forward to sell their system, and then you have other cities that are looking to sell.
there is, Fred and I talked to a gentleman, I can't remember who it was, that just emailed me recently interested in it. So there are buyers out there and all we gotta do is kind of raise our flag. But we need to bring that information.
That requires, Bobby, that requires an election plan. You have to have.
Yeah, okay, hold on just a second. We decide to do it and then the people vote on it, whether it's approved or not. So that is coming. It's something we need to address because it is an item where we are not operating proficiently. But anyway, but the item at hand is the franchise for West Texas Gas on that, I guess, primary along Herman Road, more or less?
Yes.
Yeah, all right, so we've got a motion, second, is there any more questions? Hearing none, I'll call for a vote, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, motion passes unanimously. And that, ladies and gentlemen, comes to the conclusion of tonight's council meeting. Is there anything else you guys would like to share with the group? Hearing nothing, I will call for a motion to adjourn. There's a motion by Councilwoman R. Garza, we have a second by Councilwoman Hernandez. All in favor, please say aye. Any opposed? We are now adjourned.